follow along with me as I make a waistcoat for the White Rabbit this year. Now, this pattern by McCall's, I'm using G, but B is also basically its equivalent. And all this red fabric was thrifted from my local thrift store. And yes, I'm using my kitchen table. It's the only height-wise space I can use where I don't end up in pain. And so this was like thrifted fabric, so it was a lot of pre-cut pieces already. So these little circles were perfect for the pocket and the tie at the back of the waistcoat. And it is double layered. And excuse awkward camera angles here and shakiness. I was behind my tripod as I was filming that one, so I'm kind of messing around with like how to properly film this little thing. And so yeah, this is just me laying out the patterns for the vest and showing you kind of what's needed where. And a few of these pieces will need interfacing and lining as well, which the lining and interfacing will probably be in the next video. So there should be about maybe 1 or 2 videos for this vest alone, so keep an eye out for those. This is that interfacing I was talking about. It goes on this piece mostly, and the one before should have a lining to it. So you will see a bunch of different angles throughout this little video. Like I said, I was messing around trying to figure out what worked and what didn't, because I kind of need to record a little bit more of what I'm making to show the process of, even if it's kind of slow and boring. I haven't figured out how to do the time-lapse thing yet, so I'll get it eventually. Oh, chaotic moment. Anyone else ever have the jar of pins just spill over when you're trying to just get a little bit of them, or, you know, poke your fingers like crazy trying to reach a few from the jar? I hope I'm not the only one. That happens a lot to me. Oh look, different camera angle. Like I said, I'm just messing around here trying to figure things out and find something that works. Now I do have 2 more costumes that I will be making throughout this month. Oh, September. Is it September already? Oh yeah, it is September. Oh dear. Anyway, I have a few more costumes to make. One of them will be a costume for Oogie Boogie, because I want to attempt to put him in the lineup this year. And actually making an Alice dress, which will be a Frankensteining of 2 different patterns, because I can't find a good simple pattern that matches her outfit. Along with like an accessory or 2 for a different character, but they don't really need to be filmed for that. I hope you guys find this at least mildly entertaining, because like I said, I'm not 100% certain how to go about filming all of this. You would think that I would know how to do it after watching so many different YouTube videos and other creators, but I've never really done it myself, so well, I'll take feedback. So if you guys have any comments or ideas of how to make it better, let me know. I'll see what works. For now, just enjoy the struggles of me trying to cut those tiny little diamond-shaped pieces out of fabric. I hate having to cut those. They're important, but I hate those notches. Hello, furry helper. Cosmo loves to help me when I'm doing my fabrics. Anything at all. He'll lay on the pattern or the fabric itself. And he makes a good weight, but it's not good when I'm on it to pin the fabric down. Jack, on the other hand, wants to attack. He thinks, because I'm moving my hands, I want to play. So he's always trying to attack me, the paper, the fabric. He actually stepped in paint on a costume I made last year, so he had tiny paw prints on the floor and on the back of the shirt. It was for Charlie Brown, so there's a tiny paw print on the back. He was a smaller kitten then, so I can't really blame him. I love the fact that I can walk on my kitchen table for all this, but it is a bit awkward trying to not get in the way of the camera. Normally I would be doing most of this stuff on the floor, but when you have back problems like I do, walking on the floor sometimes is not your best option. Ironically, I was able to cut the pattern pieces out, but that still took me longer than it should have. Not just because of the furry helpers. They wanted to be in the middle of everything. Well, like I said, there should be about 2 more videos coming your way. Have a good day!